Hey folks, I'm Sam, and welcome to another Tennis Express racket review. In this video, we focus on the Wilson Clash 100 Pro version 2. Wilson updated the cosmetic and doubled down on infrared. With version 2, the Clash logo is embossed and it looks fantastic on the infrared frame. Wilson's Braid 45 construction gives the Clash a best-in-class combination of flexibility and stability. Wilson re-engineered the top of the racket to stretch the sweet spot and enhance stability up higher in the string bed. As with the Blade V8s, the Clash 100 Pro now features Agiplast bumpers and grommets for reduced environmental impact. The frame features a 100 square inch head and a revised 16 by 20 string pattern for improved control. At 10.9 ounces, the Clash 100 Pro is ideal for intermediate and advanced players who can provide their own racket head speed. Alex and Jeannie both have tons of experience with the previous Clash 100 Pro, so let's see what they made of version 2.
The new Clash Pro for me was definitely a racket that I love playing testing because of the different things that it brought to the table regarding my game and what I was looking forward into with this racket. I was excited to know that this racket is back on the field because it really is a good racket and it really does amplify my game. Hitting with this racket was definitely fun for me. On the back of the court, I really had a lot of precision to my shots, especially on my backhand. Sometimes I try to do the best I can to get a lot more spin on it, and it really did work with this racket. It was effortless. I didn't have any complaints about it. But at the same time, it gave me a sense of control because as well as you can hit hard, you also want to have some control to it, and that really happened with this racket for me on my backhand, and the precision that I was having with my shots was amazing. On the forehand, same thing. I would recommend this racket to all advanced players who are looking for something that has a lot of feel to it, a lot of precision, a lot of playability as well. I hope you enjoyed this racket as much as I did on the court.
The Clash Pro is the flagship of the new Clash line. It's the heaviest, most player-oriented racket. So it's definitely something that is going to lean towards more the intermediate to advanced players. I really like this racket on my forehand and my serve. It's a little higher on the swing weight than I prefer to play with, but I definitely managed pretty well with it. That higher swing weight gave really solid feel on all my shots, especially my volleys. The cosmetic on this racket is awesome. I really prefer this over all the other newer rackets. It just looks great. If you've ever played with Clash before, this is definitely something to check out if you're looking for a new racket. If you've never looked at a Clash racket before and you want to check it out, this might not be the best first choice to go with. You might want to try and demo the 100 first and see where you fall in the family from there. But other than that, I think Wilson hit a home run with this one.
The Clash rackets certainly have a very definitive feel. They're more flexible than any frame on the market. That being said, I think a lot of advanced players and players that adopted the Clash 100 Pro version 1 or the Clash 98 version 1, they really were just looking for a little bit more control. Wilson did address the sweet spot being a little bit lower in the previous version, and so they stretched it a little bit higher towards the tip with that re-engineered tip construction. And so that paired with the string pattern change really makes the racket much more friendly for players that want control above all else. Big improvement for me with the serving compared with the previous generation. The sweet spot felt bigger and the racket just feels more stable. It's a little easier to generate that flat pace that you're looking for on a first serve, or even if you're trying to take some pace off and go for a bigger kick, version 2 hits it out of the park. This racket is much easier to take the ball early with than the previous version. The 100 Pro, it still does a good job of generating lots and lots of spin, but with this one you can step into the court and put a little bit more pressure on your opponent when you're trying to flatten out those ground strokes. If after demoing the first version of the Clash, if you found that the flexibility felt great, but you were losing a little bit of control, the new 100 Pro is the racket for you. It has that same flexible feel, but absolutely best-in-class control. Thanks for watching another Tennis Express racket review. Check out the info below for more info on the frame. Thanks again for watching.